Imagine a love so pure, so boundless, that it asks for nothing in return. A love that flows like a gentle breeze, touching everything in its path, without expectations or conditions. It's the kind of love that doesn't demand, doesn't possess, and doesn't cling. In the teachings of Buddhism, this is true love, love that's free, universal, and rooted in the deepest compassion. Picture this. What if your love didn't rely on what you could receive, but instead was simply the joy of giving, of nurturing, of wishing happiness for another? Today, we'll explore this profound idea of true love through the lens of Buddhist wisdom, where love isn't about attachment or fulfilling our needs, but about letting go, about freeing ourselves and others. Join us as we uncover how true love can transform our lives, filling our hearts with a peace that goes beyond words, a peace that radiates in all directions. Understanding love in the context of Buddhism. In Buddhism, love is far more than a feeling between two people. It is a universal energy that flows naturally through all of existence. Imagine the warmth of the sun. It doesn't choose where to shine or whom to nurture. It simply shines, giving life to all, without judgment or expectation. Similarly, love in Buddhism is like this, a boundless compassion that seeks nothing in return. Think of the vast ocean that, without effort, holds space for every wave, every drop, and every creature within it. This is the essence of true love in the Buddhist teachings, a love so spacious that it embraces the happiness, suffering, and growth of all beings. Buddhism urges us to look within and ask, what kind of love do we bring into the world? Is it a love that frees and uplifts, or one that binds and expects? This difference between true love and attachment is the foundation of a life filled with peace and purpose. True love versus attachment. The Buddhist perspective. True love is selfless. Attachment is possessive. Picture a mother cradling her child. Her love is pure and unwavering. She asks for nothing in return, and her only wish is for her child to be safe, happy, and loved. This love is the closest we come to understanding true love. Buddhism teaches us to nurture this same love for all beings, a love that liberates rather than binds. Attachment, on the other hand, seeks validation and satisfaction. It's a voice that says, "You are here to make me happy," but true love says, "I am here to bring happiness into your life, regardless of my own desires." Imagine a bird in a cage. When we love it with attachment, we keep it locked away, expecting it to sing solely for us. But if we love with freedom, we open the cage, allowing the bird to fly as it was meant to. True love sees beauty in another's freedom and growth, even if it means they soar away from us. Examples of true love versus attachment in everyday life. Romantic relationships. How often do we hear, "I love you, and I need you to complete me"? We are taught to believe that love fills a void within us, that another person can make us whole. But this belief can transform love into possession. We cling to the person, expecting them to fulfill our every need, which leads to tension, conflict, and disappointment. True love, however, respects boundaries. It says, "I am here to support you in your journey, to celebrate your growth, and to encourage your happiness, whether it includes me or not." Imagine a couple who, instead of controlling each other, finds joy in seeing each other flourish. Each person encourages the other to pursue dreams and ambitions, secure in the knowledge that love grows stronger through freedom. This perspective is like a tree that provides shade and nourishment to anyone who rests beneath it, asking nothing in return. Such love becomes a source of peace for both, creating a bond that is both freeing and enduring. Parent-child relationship. Parents are often filled with dreams for their children, but true love in parenting is about letting children walk their own path. Picture a parent watching their child take their first steps. They do not hold them back or push them in a certain direction. They are simply there, ready to support, ready to catch, and willing to let go when the time is right. When a parent practices true love, they respect their child's uniqueness. They encourage them to follow their calling. even if it diverges from family traditions. True love in parenting lets the child become the best version of themselves, knowing they are loved for who they are, not for who they are expected to be. Friendship. In friendship, we sometimes fall into the habit of expecting constant validation. True friendship, however, is about mutual respect, support, and encouragement without conditions. It's the joy of watching a friend succeed, even if it means their journey takes them in a different direction from our own. Imagine two friends who each take different paths. One perhaps moves to a new city to follow their dreams, instead of feeling abandoned. True friendship celebrates the other's courage and growth, knowing that real connections transcend physical distance. True friends uplift one another, rejoicing in each other's happiness and growth, free from expectations. The four elements of true love in Buddhism, Brahmaviharas. The Four Divine Abodes are the pillars of true love. These practices are more than just principles. They are gateways to a life filled with peace, compassion, and joy. 1. Loving kindness, Metta. Metta is the purest wish for others to be happy. Imagine extending this love first to yourself, accepting every part of who you are, and then sending it outward to others, loved ones, strangers, and even those with whom you've had conflict. Loving kindness teaches us to embrace humanity as a whole, not as separate or divided. Picture a calm lake, reflecting the sky above without discrimination. Metta is like this lake. It holds space for every reflection, mirroring the beauty of all beings with an open heart. 2. Compassion, Karuna. Compassion is the wish to alleviate suffering, rooted in a deep sense of empathy. True compassion asks us to go beyond pity and to feel the suffering of others as if it were our own. When we live with Karuna, we become active participants in lessening the world's pain, whether by lending a helping hand or simply listening with an open heart. Imagine a healer who tirelessly helps others, not for recognition but for the joy of seeing others uplifted. True compassion is like this, an unstoppable force of kindness that extends to all beings, asking nothing in return but the chance to bring comfort. 3. Empathetic Joy, Mudita. Mudita is the joy in others' happiness, a quality that liberates us from jealousy and comparison. Imagine seeing someone achieve something beautiful and feeling your heart swell with happiness as if it were your own success. This joy is boundless, a love that celebrates all beings as part of our shared journey. When we practice mudita, we break free from the chains of comparison. We see life as abundant, knowing that another's success does not diminish our own. Like a sunrise that brings warmth to all, mudita shines light on everyone, creating harmony and goodwill. 4. Equanimity, Upekkha. Equanimity is a state of inner peace, a calm acceptance that allows us to love freely without needing to control the outcome. Imagine a teacher who imparts wisdom without expecting students to follow a specific path. They plant seeds of knowledge, yet allow each person to grow in their own way. Upekkha teaches us to see life as it is, to love without imposing expectations, and to accept that each person's path is unique. With equanimity, we can love deeply, yet remain free from the grip of attachment, finding peace in the present moment. The lesson of letting go, finding freedom in non-attachment. Letting go is not about walking away or giving up. It's about creating space for love to exist in its purest form. Think of a river that flows freely. When we try to hold on to it, we only get wet and lose our grip. But if we stand by its edge, we can appreciate its beauty, marvel at its journey, and experience its presence fully. The Buddha taught that love is most powerful when it is free from attachment. Attachment binds us to desires and expectations that can never truly be fulfilled. But when we love without grasping, we find peace. We learn that we can love others fully without clinging to them, allowing them the freedom to be themselves. Imagine you are watching a beautiful bird in the sky. Attachment would try to cage it, to keep it close so we can admire it. But true love lets it fly, rejoicing in its freedom, knowing that its beauty is most breathtaking when it is unbound. A a story of true love and compassion. One day, a distraught woman named Patachara came to the Buddha. She had lost her family in a tragedy and was consumed with grief. When she came to the Buddha, she barely had the strength to speak, and her sorrow weighed heavily on her heart. Yet, the Buddha did not turn her away. He welcomed her with compassion. Through his teachings on impermanence and the nature of suffering, he guided her toward understanding, not by taking her pain away but by showing her how to carry it with grace. The Buddha's love was like a gentle hand, leading her to the path of peace without attempting to control her journey. This story embodies the essence of true love in Buddhism, a love that does not seek to change others, but to accompany them in their struggles, offering light when the path seems dark. Love as a path to enlightenment. Buddhism teaches that love and compassion are paths to enlightenment. By cultivating Metta, Karuna, Mudita, and Upekkha, we clear away the clouds of ego and see life with clarity. This path is about more than peace. It is a journey to the truest part of ourselves, a place where love flows naturally, like a river unhindered by rocks or boundaries. Love becomes an act of liberation, both for ourselves and for others. When we practice this, every relationship, every moment, becomes an opportunity for growth and awakening. Embracing true love in our lives. To love truly, according to Buddhism, is to love without barriers, without conditions, and without expectations. It's a love that has the strength to set others free, the patience to let them grow, and the compassion to accept them as they are. True love is about giving, not taking. It's about holding space for others to flourish, even if their journey leads them away from us. As we walk this path, these teachings can illuminate our relationships, helping us bring patience, kindness, and understanding into every connection. Yes, it may be challenging to love without clinging, to give without needing anything in return, but this path leads to a peace that fills our souls. By embracing true love, we open ourselves to a life where joy doesn't come from possession but from presence. A life where love becomes a limitless source of freedom, growth, and profound happiness for ourselves and for all those we hold dear.